Hey guys, what's up? It's Paul Salazar.
And I'm Kyle Amakuchi, and we are the boys of Brentwood. We're with Hilton and Highland.
We're gonna show you our most recent off-market sale. Everybody's talking about how bad the market is. Not for us. We just got top dollar for this beautiful house, just under $5 million at 12302 2nd Helena in the heart of Brentwood.
Right in the heart of Brentwood.
Make sure you watch until the end because we're gonna show you how we got this property sold. If you want more videos like his, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below if you have any more questions.
Yeah, let's go. Let's check it
out.
Welcome inside. We are going to talk to you about the three types of buyers that we discussed with the clients on this property. The first one's going to be a developer, right? Second one's going to be someone that comes in and flips it. And then the third is going to be
the end user.
The end user.
Yeah. For this particular property, a developer would have paid $3.8 to $4 million. Flipper maybe 4 to 4.3. End user, depending on what we did to the property, which is what we're going to show you today, they might have paid 5 to 6, maybe $5 million, right? So we didn't know that, but we're going to show you what we're planning on doing before putting it on the market in the next couple months.
And put it this way: all three buyers, they all want the property at the right price, right? Yeah. Developers want a steal. And you know what? If they can get this property at 3.8, of course they're going to buy it at 3.8 because they can turn it into a $12 million mansion.
Yeah, exactly.
If a flipper can get this property at 3.3 and put $1 million into it, they could turn it around for $6 million. But if we're representing you as the seller, we don't want you to sell it less than what it's actually worth, right? Yeah. So we're finding the highest value to get you the most amount of money for your property. And this happened to be
an end user.
End user.
Yeah.
And this is what we're going to do with it.
Yeah. So come on inside. The original thought here obviously was paint all the walls inside and outside. Do some work on these beautiful older wood floors. The kitchen is where really what we're going to do a lot of our magic, right?
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of magic to be done here.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a beautiful galley-ish kitchen.
Yeah.
A flipper would come in here and say we need to tear everything up. Obviously the cabinets need to be fixed up. There's a lot of cosmetic love that can be taken into this and put forth and brought up to value.
Yeah, for sure. So our plan is, when we were talking to the sellers, we're going to spend some money doing new countertops, quartz countertops. Our discussion was, do we have to replace these cabinets or could we keep them and just paint them? We could paint these cabinets. So that was our plan. Paint them white, change the hardware into something maybe brass or gold, what's in now, or like a matte black. All new appliances, except for this beautiful Sub-Zero. Once this is painted, it'll look really, really nice. A new sink, a new backsplash here, a new range. This is a much older built-in double oven. So we're gonna do a brand new double oven here built in. And then also new floors as well, so new tile floors. And behind here is a guest bedroom and a guest bathroom. We're gonna do the same thing there, right? In the bathroom, we're gonna do new countertops, new sink, new light fixtures, new floors.
Give it some
paint
love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then in the bedroom over there, we're also gonna do new carpet floors. Anything else in here that we're planning on doing?
No, I think that was pretty much summed it up.
Paint all the inside, right? There's some water damage here, probably from like a long time ago. There's probably nothing now, so just get that cleaned up. Some track lighting there that we would have fixed. Take all these older blinds off, and then obviously the main thing is to get it staged.
Yeah. And listen, when an end user comes in here, 9 times out of 10, they don't have the vision to the work that has to be done to it. Or 5 times out of 10, they don't want to put that work into it because they want a turnkey property, right? But a flipper who's gonna come in and not bulldoze the whole thing down and then just put money into it, they need to consider the margins, and that margin is going to eat into you selling the property, and that's where you're gonna sell it for a little bit less and not make as much money. So you wanna hit the motivation and the emotion behind that end user that's coming in and looking at it.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go check out the living room.
Yeah, so let's go into this is the dining room. Same here, do some work to the floors, but again, when you're getting the property staged, it really is going to hide a lot of the cosmetic deficiencies, right? This is an amazing, really high ceiling, a lot of volume here in the living room. This leads out to the backyard. Here, again, just floors, paint, and just gonna get anything fixed. So any of the small, minor repairs we're gonna be doing.
Yeah, especially if the buyer or the seller wants to and they want the top dollar. I mean, we're coming in and giving you ideas of what buyers are looking for.
Yeah.
We work with them every day, you know?
And I think that is an important discussion to have with the seller is like,
Yeah.
what do you guys want? You guys want to get top dollar? Do you want an easy transaction? Easy
Yeah.
transaction is, hey, development deal, they'll close in 2 weeks and it's easy, right?
Yeah.
But you're going to make a lot less. You can sell it to a flipper. They may want to, you know, to grind you down on some repairs after they go into escrow. A developer isn't going to do that. They're going to come in here and they say, hey, this is the price and we're going to close
That's
in 2
it.
weeks. It's easy,
Yeah.
all cash, right?
Math, and that's it.
But this particular seller, they wanted to get top dollar, right?
Yeah.
And so we have a lot of great vendors, and we've done a lot of these kind of flips ourselves,
Yeah.
right? With the sellers, with our own vendors.
Yeah.
And we come in here and just doing cosmetic stuff. We're not talking about knocking down walls and getting permits.
Yeah, nothing
That's
we
it.
need a permit for.
No, no.
Just something you walk in and you're like, oh, okay, this is a loved property.
Yeah,
You know, people
exactly.
pay attention to it.
Yeah. So
Check out the backyard.
Why don't we walk back here? I love this backyard.
It's amazing.
It's a huge backyard. It's a little under, I think, 15,000 square feet, right? The lot?
Yeah, just under 14.
14,000 square
Yes.
feet. All right. You got this massive hedge here. So this is facing south here. So the sun here is going to come like this in the wintertime, and in the summertime it's going to come up here. So our idea was to cut this hedge and chop it off in the top. You still get the privacy, but you'll get more sunlight here. And this deck, we would have painted it white, and the staging company would have come in here, put some nice lounge chairs, an outdoor dining area, an outdoor living area. And then over here, you have a really, really nice, lush kind of Hawaiian feel backyard. And we would have just kind of trimmed all the dead leaves.
Yeah,
and
you're
that's it.
taking the palette that you're given and just painting a gorgeous picture.
Yeah.
You know, this backyard is immaculate.
Yeah.
You know, it's private. You can't hear the streets. Can't hear the neighbors. There's hedges all around.
Yeah.
You want to take the hedges down a little bit so that you can get some of that natural sun in. You can tell right now it's like 3 p.m. and the sun's kind of disappearing behind the hedge.
Yeah.
If we could bring that down just a little bit so that 3 p.m. people that are walking back here can see that the pool is still getting sunlight. Regardless, it's December, but you still use the pool if you want with some sun.
Sure,
You know?
exactly. And then if you're looking back here at the property, we would have just painted this whole exterior, front and back, giving it a nice fresh look. Paint really is
What color were you thinking?
neutral. You always want to do neutral colors.
Yeah.
You may want to go a little bit bold with maybe this here, and then the front door as well.
Something that pops.
Something that pops,
Yeah.
exactly. But painting and cleaning and staging really is the best ROI.
Yeah.
You know, it just feels fresh. So when the buyer comes here, they're going to be like, oh, this is easy to move into. You
Well,
know?
a lot of the times when you walk into a house and it's not taken care of like that, right mentally you go back and you're like, what else isn't taken care of?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there stuff with the foundation that hasn't been looked at?
Yeah.
Is there stuff with the HVAC that they're just negligent on?
Yeah.
You know, and you want to take that and eliminate those thoughts right off the bat.
Yeah,
And I think that's
for
a big way to do it.
Yeah. All right, let's go inside. Let's show you the rest of the house.
Come check it out.
So when you're analyzing this and you're thinking, hey, is this for a developer? Is this for a flipper? Is this for an end user? You want to look at the lot size and the house size. Sometimes if a house needs work like this house does, but it is a much smaller house, like a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, maybe 2,000 square feet, and you look at the comps and you're like, you know what, even if you fix up this house, it's still worth more to a developer than it is to an end user. And that happens a lot, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to hire a professional like Kyle and I to analyze the property and to let you know, because
The boys of Brentwood.
the boys of Brentwood, exactly. Because one of the trustees actually thought that this would be worth more to a developer than it would be to an end user.
And listen, people will have their thoughts all the time, and rightfully so. You know, we deal with this day in and day out. And honestly, the only thing that we want to do is to make sure that your motivation and your needs are being met, and then also that you're making the money that you deserve to make.
Yeah.
And you're taken care of throughout the whole process.
Yeah, exactly. This room, what we're going to do is just new carpet. We're going to take, these were in like 20 years ago, these very expensive plantation shutters. Remove this. You want a lot of natural light inside all of the rooms, right? Paint the cabinets. Obviously this fire mantle is burnt, so we would have painted that a certain color.
Look at this TV stand too.
You got an older TV stand here, exactly. We would have eliminated that, and then the staging company would probably put like a nice plant there or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice plans.
Yeah, and that's it. Over here, you have 2 bedrooms and another bathroom. So we're just going to show you what I've done to the bathroom, because the bedrooms are just paint and carpet. Here, carpet was probably in a long time ago, in bathrooms, but now it's going to be tile. So we're going to do tile floors here. We would have reglazed this shower here. New countertops, new sink, new fixture, probably a new mirror. Take out the older wallpaper and then paint these cabinets white and then change the fixtures. Super simple stuff, cosmetic. That can probably be done in like 2 days. Right?
Yeah. And again, none of this work you're going to need a permit for. Yeah. You don't want to do anything that.
Yeah, correct.
It's going to be too time
just to
consuming.
interrupt you, Kyle.
Yeah.
This would have been removed as well, right? This would have been removed. And then up here, we probably would have put similar wood floors instead of the carpet in the stairs, and then new carpet up here. And a seller might say, hey, Paul and Kyle, we're looking at spending, 80 to 100 grand doing this work when a buyer's gonna come in here and do the work themselves. And maybe they will spend 300 grand just ripping up what you did, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the reason why we're doing this and the reason why we're spending all this money is because we want the buyer to come here and think that they can just move in, right? So if it's in the condition that it's in right now, they're gonna say discount, discount, discount. But with all the work that we're gonna do to it, they're gonna say, hey, listen, we can move into this house right now, but we can also spend some money redoing the house later on. But we want to get that emotional connection with the buyer. Once you get that emotional connection with the buyer, that's when they pay top dollar.
Yeah. That's important.
Yeah.
Very important.
So let's go to this back room here. This is going to be the same here. We have a bathroom. I don't think you have to see it, but we're going to do the same thing. New tile floors here. Take out the carpet only in the bathroom. New carpet here in the bedroom. In the bathroom, we're going to do new countertops, new sink, new mirror, paint the cabinets, and paint and have new hardware for the cabinets.
Also, bathrooms and kitchens, very important.
Very important.
I would say those are the first 2 rooms that you'd really want to knock off the checklist in your house.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about, should I do a primary bedroom and put money into that to make it look nicer, or should I make my kitchen a lot nicer? Always go for the kitchen or always go for the bathrooms.
Yeah, so let's go in here.
Yeah.
So this is a very large master bath, which is great for a house that was built a while ago. But again, here we're going to do the same thing. New countertops, new sink, new fixture, new mirrors. There's a lot of mirrors here, so we probably would have eliminated most of the mirrors here and just kept here. Probably would have painted this tile white and see if we can reglaze this tub so it looks a little bit newer. It's a little bit yellow and a little bit dated. Same with this here. So just paint all these tiles white, a new shower head, and then tile floors here instead of carpet because that's not what people use nowadays. And then over here in the primary bedroom, let's walk over here. In the primary bedroom, again, new carpet floors, paint everything.
Lighten it up.
Lighten it up.
Bring some natural light in.
Yes, take out the...
that with the hedges
shutters.
being cut,
Yeah.
you can see the backyard view out here.
Yeah.
When the hedges are cut, you're going to have more natural light in here.
Yeah.
Natural light is huge for a lot of buyers.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we were actually 2 weeks away from having our vendor come in here and start the work. It was about a 4 to 6 week process. And then we're going to get it staged and then put it on the market. The budget was in between 100 and 125. That includes work to the house as well as staging. But in that process, we were able to secure an off-market buyer that was willing to pay top dollar for a house that was in this condition.
Yeah.
And so our conversation with the seller was, hey, look, if we did the work and that would take 6 weeks, stage it, put it on the market, you're looking at a 2-month process before we put it on the market. We don't know what the market's going to be like in 2 months. We don't know where the rates are going to be at in 2 months.
Nope.
Plus, we were looking at ULA, right? Because we sold it for a hair under $5 million.
ULA is the mansion tax.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
So if we would have sold it for over $5 million, they would have to pay a 4% tax.
Yeah.
Right? So that was part of the conversation. So that's why it's important when you're making these decisions is to talk to pros like us so that we can sit down and break down the costs. We had a spreadsheet set up with all the costs, understanding, okay, if we do all the work and we try to put it on the market for 5.995, and try to get that 5.5, does it even make sense?
Yeah.
With the tax and all the money, and then you're also holding on to money for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Right? So it made sense after doing all that analysis to sell it for $5 million.
And every scenario is completely different.
Yeah.
Completely
Exactly.
different. You know, you need to have that conversation. It's not a one shoe fits all or one size fits all.
Yeah,
You really need to have that nitty gritty talk. Does it make sense putting money in? Does it make sense just letting it go? How is the structure of the house set up with anyone that's legally behind it? You know, you really need to have all of those talking points with someone that you trust.
Yeah, exactly. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you out there as we door knock Brentwood.
The rest of Brentwood, because we're the boys of Brentwood.
Exactly.
And we're coming to a street on Brentwood near you.
All right, guys. See you later. Thanks for
Appreciate the
watching.
time. Thank
All right,
you.
Bye.